Freshman hockey for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the LI Sports Network. Good evening, Brady Campbell with you alongside Sean Giordano on the camera. And we're set for a big-time matchup. These two teams not separated by much. In fact, it's 1 point in the middle of the standings. It's the 8th place Kings Park Commack Knights against the 9th place Connetquot Sayville T-Birds. A tie is all that separates these teams. KPC 5-6-1, Connetquot Sayville 5-7-0. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year. Connetquot coming off a tough 11-2 loss to St. Anthony's towards the end of January. Also towards the end of January, 7-5 win for KPC in that game against Ward Melville. Colin Skinner putting up 2 goals and an assist in that game. 2-goal performance for Logan Dietz in the losing effort against St. Anthony's. As Connetquot Sayville tied in points currently with Sachem. They're 1 point behind Connetquot Sayville. Connetquot Sayville 1 point behind Middle Country. And of course 1 point ahead of Connetquot Sayville and Sachem is Kings Park Commack. Both teams are 2-3 in their last 5 games. Almost identical seasons for these two squads, but facing off for the first time. Warm-ups concluded. We'll take a brief timeout when we come back. Starting goalies and puck drop coming up next here on the LI Sports Network. Starting goalies, Connetquot Sayville, the home team tonight. We're going with number 1, Jake Degenfelder. 6 games played, 3 starts, 2.85 goals against. And he is 2-0-0 on the season. KPC will be going with number 37, Christopher Johnson. Just 2 games, both starts, 7.50 goals against. He's 1-1 on the year. Well, a big one for the standings. We saw a big one towards the top of the standings that East Islip ran away with 9-1 over Eastport South Manor to pull away just a little bit further between the 3 and 4 seeds and tie the top. That's right, after East Islip's win, it is now a 3-team tie points-wise at the top of the standings between them, Smithtown Hauppauge Red and St. Anthony's. Puck down, we're underway in this one. Big game for the middle of the standings and possible playoff seeding down the line, as we are a little more than halfway through this freshman season, about a month to go. Stella Bacher holds on to possession for most of these opening 20 seconds. Now moves it ahead. Skinner couldn't get it out. Petrie dangles past one. Look out. A steal for Skinner. Allstat with him. Can they catch Skinner? He goes to the backhand, slid it right through the crease. Degenfelder lost his stick. Good hustle on the back check there by Petrie after giving that puck away. Meanwhile, from the slot, Volpe down the one-timer, fought off by Johnson. On the try from Nicholas Fielding. Both teams great A's to start the hockey game. Now it's Brody Allstat. Allstat firing ahead, trying to slip through. Could not, knocked off the puck by Patrick Hinteman. Cleared out. And all the way back down. Going back to settle this puck, Jared Waterman. Here's Waterman. Cuts through. Lost the handle. Good back check there by Logan Dietz. Connetquot Sayville hero for last year's developmental team and their Cinderella run to a championship. Marchese goes D to D. Ahead to Schwartz. Joseph Schwartz cuts back, lost the handle, and it's feathered on out. Marchese settles here. Towards the line, Schwartz chopping at it. Proscia chips it ahead. And instead it's Tuazolo. Austin Tuazolo. Not to be confused with Joseph, also on the team. Comes to Dietz at the half wall. Waterman on him, and Waterman will take the puck. Look up ice to Tuazolo. Has a stick tied up. Now goes skate to stick. Gave it up low to Bradley Ahrens. Now centered towards the front, chopped off the apron by Marchese. To the line, not quite out yet, but Aiden Marchese couldn't settle, and Tuazolo will go back with it. Dangerous pass. Nearly intercepted there by Chase McManus. Rasek. Flips one on goal, steered aside by Degenfelder. And now it's Tyler Ferrante. Takes a big time hit, a little too big. That's going to be an elbowing penalty. And it's going to be against Cohen. Mason Cohen to the box. Doesn't quite agree with the call. But first power play in this one goes to Connetquot Sayville. Just 3 minutes, 2 seconds in. It'll be Tyler Jones to take the faceoff, but he lost it clean. And starting out with it shorthanded is Joe Tuazolo. Gets it deep. Jack Mooney will leave it for Ashton Petrie. Here's Petrie. Gains the zone not much further. Fielding kept it alive. Slides it across. The captain, Mooney, had a shot blocked. And now Tuazolo will get the red line and fire it in. Degenfelder out of his net will stop it. Mooney around. Playing it, Jackson Volpe. Here's Mooney. Red line, now blue. Mooney slips through. That one looked like it caught the mask of Johnson, and then the wrap try wouldn't go. Fielding in the slot, shoots, missed high glove. Maybe the neck protector. Looking for the tip there, Petrie. Got past Volpe. Mooney steps up, off the glove of Volpe. Locks up with Rasek. 50 left on the penalty. Up the boards it goes. Fired across. Petrie down to the circle. Trying to dangle through, could not. And it's cleared just back out. And now Carbo by himself. Fires one wide. Big rebound off the end boards, but cleared the way. Now it's Tyler Jones. Final half minute of the penalty. Fielding had his pass slowed up. And shorthanded back the other way, Colin Skinner. As we mentioned in the pregame, had a big game last time out. 2 goals and an assist in a 2-goal win over Ward Melville. This one fired down the ice. And Bacher back on it. That'll take care of the Connetquot Sayville penalty. We're back to 5 aside. Dietz goes down. Bacher takes it. Works back in. Couldn't chip it through. Allstat takes it. Skinner calling for it. Petrie was in the way, though. Intercepted the pass. Petrie gets his legs moving. Trying to cut through. Knocked off the puck there by Skinner. Ahead off the stick of Allstat. Heads in after it. Petrie will beat him to it. Ashton Petrie almost overskated there. Gave it up though, but Marchese will take it here for KPC. Marchese works in wide. Lost the handle. Just sends it down to the corner. Tuazolo gets there. Wraps it towards the front. Off the outside of the net. Turning with it. Allstat. It angles on goal where it's covered by Degenfelder with 9 minutes to go in period 1. Schwartz wins the faceoff back to Schwartz. It goes deeper. That was Joseph Schwartz winning it back to Ryan Schwartz. And now Marchese, up top trainer, lets one go, deflected, and reading that one really well was Degenfelder. As Joseph Schwartz angled his stick, it deflected up high, and it looked like before it even got to Schwartz, Degenfelder popped up and ready to swallow up that shot. Marchese, up top Ryan Trainer, shoots high, shot off a stick. And flipped to the line and out. Marchese, quick turn on McManus. Tuazolo picks it up, gave it away. This is Ferrante, takes another hit hard into the boards. Both times he's touched the puck. Trainer ahead. Now Marchese for KPC. Marchese slips through. One more move to the backhand. Holds on to it, tries to slip by again, and this time Petrie took him out of the play. Striga behind his own net. Marchese, saucer pass off the stick of Schwartz, or did he get a piece of it? He did not. Icing here. .740 left in period one. Dietz tries to win it back through the linesman's skates, and instead it's taken here by Cohen. Cohen, high hit from Donnelly. Halfway through period number one, we remain scoreless. Cohen, shot on, save made by Degenfelder. Now Dietz and Tuazolo will take the face off, and it's one to the half wall there by Logan Dietz. And now it's Petrie trying to slip through. Had it knocked away. Here's Cohen. On to Rasek. Chopped away from him. Cody Rasek back on it. Puts it in deep. Petrie will come take it. Trying to slip free. Rasek took the puck away. Slid it towards the front. Petrie intercepts. Brings it right in front of his own net and back behind. Dietz calling for a great read by Bacher. Not only saved a potential breakaway there, kept the puck in, flips it behind the net. Cohen loading up for the reverse hit, but he got run over. And here comes Connetquot Sayville. Donnelly the other way. Centering pass intercepted by Bacher. What a hit that was by Matthew Teller. Bacher, Cohen, off the stick of Allstat. And Allstat took it away from Petrie. But instead now Fielding back in. Loads up a shot off the glove of Johnson. Around to Fielding. Back down, quick feed out in front, shot, score! Oh, perfect passing for Connetquot Sayville, and it leads to tonight's opening goal from Jack Mooney. How about that quick feed and the one-touch pass? He knew exactly where Mooney was, and he was able to load that one up blocker side. Perfect feed from Tyler Jones. He gets the primary assist, and Nick Fielding with the secondary as Johnson knocks down this puck and covers. Mooney, his 8th goal of the season, ties Jackson Volpe for the team lead. Jones with his 6th assist. Fielding his team leading 8th. Shot misses wide here. Back on, stick save Johnson. Walderman checks Jones to the boards behind the net and throws one out blindly to the point. Held in, down low, fielding, this time fought off with the blocker, perhaps the stick of Chris Johnson. Back out comes Waterman. Waterman knocked down by Degenfelder. Shot on blocked again. And a 2-on-2 rush coming back the other way. Volpe dangles. Volpe in tight, just missed the top corner. Comes across. Shot on from distance. He made rebound fielding. Loads one up. And the crease cranker goes. Nicholas Fielding. An assist and now a goal to go with it. 2-0 T-Birds. Big rebound here and Fielding from the hash marks, like he's in the hardest shot competition. Just going to wind that one up high glove. His 7th goal of the year. Give Volpe the assist, his 6th helper. And just like that, 1-0 lead becomes 2-0 for Connetquot Sayville. Donnelly skates it ahead. Had it knocked off his stick. Prosha takes it. Flips it in deep. Touch up here. Trainer across to Bacher. Bacher snaps one on to Joe Schwartz. Schwartz off a stick. Defended that time by Logan Arnold. Just under 4 minutes left here in period 1. Marchese cuts back. KPC trying to get on the board. Bacher through traffic. Screens in front, ducking down, and it's gloved by Degenfelder. A massive game here as these two teams separated by a point, and it's Connetquot Sayville with the 2-0 lead. Shot on Marchese, stick save Degenfelder. As the T-Birds looking to jump KPC in the standings. Dietz. Onto Mooney. Got the scoring started tonight. Throws one in off the glove of Johnson. Look out, takeaway, and Tansey just jammed it wide. Numbers here for KPC. Marchese trying to dangle through. Curls back. Takes it to the high slot. Marchese hit Dietz. And plenty of time there to load up his shot, pick his spot. Dietz in the way, though. This is going to be icing against Connetquot Sayville. .240 left, second period. First period. I believe I said second, didn't I? First period. My apologies. Still a ways to go in this hockey game. Striga holds it in, gave it away, but I believe behind the play, towards the slot area, we have a penalty. High sticking. It's going to be against Jones here. Tyler Jones to the box. And the first power play opportunity tonight for KPC with just 2:19 left in the period. It's Cohen trying to get on the board late. Waterman loads up a shot. Save Degenfelder. Waterman can bring it. And he did there on the wrister. Degenfelder, though, gets it with the glove. Pops right through the low slot area. Rasek back on goal and scooped up by Degenfelder. Comes back to the line. Waterman pass intercepted and chip back out to center by Mooney. Waterman turns and fires one cross ice towards Rasek. Donnelly chops at it and ends up in the T-Bird bench. Minute 29 left on the penalty. 1:48 left here in period number 1. Fired up the boards. Waterman holds it in. D to D Bacher. Stella Bacher walks in, shoots, deflected. It looked like by one of the T-Birds and stopped by Degenfelder. I believe that was Bradley Aarons that inadvertently got a stick on that shot. Waterman hustling to hold it in, could not. Knights have to touch up here. And it takes a favorable bounce so Skinner can step up, try and hold that one in. Bacher and Dietz come together. And it comes back out to Marchese. Flips one high off a stick. Bacher. Back to Marchese, but couldn't quite handle it. Fired around by Ferrante. Final minute of period number 1. Just 40 seconds left on the power play. Marchese bumped his own teammate there, Waterman. And here comes Marchese, swooping in, down to the circle, fought off by Degenfelder. Marchese again, looking back door. Save Degenfelder, jammed back towards the crease and covered. A big time save, all alone in front. What a setup here by Marchese. And you're going to see Carbo open here back door. Believe that's Skinner. I'm not sure if he even really saw Carbo. I think he was seeing red there, looking for the goal. Carbo without a tap in on the back door. Instead, Knights come up empty on the power play. Despite a couple of good looks. Shot misses wide here, final 10 of the period. Now just trying to keep themselves within 2 at least. Pass fired down the ice. This is going to be an icing with just 4.4 left. They have time to win the draw back here and try and set up a very quick play, quick shot. With 4 seconds left, but instead it's Allstat. They'll just take it to the wall, and that'll end period number 1. Only 2 goals on the board, a couple penalties as well. Mooney and Fielding get things started for the T-Birds. After 1, they have the 2-0 lead. We'll be back for the second in a moment here on LISN. Back for the second on LISN with Sean Giordano on camera. I'm Brady Campbell. Freshman hockey for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. It's a 2-0 lead for Connetquot Sayville over Kings Park Commack. We get set to start period number 2. Captain Jack Mooney, Nicholas Fielding, the lone 2 goals in the middle stages of the first. Both teams had a penalty as well. And period number 2 is underway. From the rinks, North Rink to be specific, here in Hauppauge. To a Zolo, knocked down by Proscia. And it comes to Ferrante. Ferrante will just put it down towards the end wall and head after it. Couple bodies spilled down there, and Allstat out with speed. Brody Allstat cuts towards the slot, got checked, still working for it. Petrie gets on it for Connetquot. Has to avoid his own teammate there, and that leads to a turnover. Shot on goal, saved by Degenfelder. To Azzolo, in the corner. Allstat, up top Trainer. Wrist shot blocked. Held in by Ryan Schwartz. But given up. And here comes Petrie back the other way. Overskated it, has to touch up, did not quite get back to the blue line, and we get the whistle. Bacher snaps one ahead towards Rasek. Got through, now it's Striga. Slides one across. Some time here for Joe Tuazzolo. Out of the reach of Rasek. Mooney back on it. Mooney dealing with Rasek. Able to escape. Red line and in. He'll go in after it. Lifted the stick of Bacher. To a Zolo, trying to wrestle it away. Mooney to the high slot, across. Volpe back door, they score! What a feed by Volpe. He sets up Tyler Jones. It's 3-0. What a pass here by Mooney. And Volpe settles. No one picks up. Jones doesn't quite get all of it. In fact, that might actually hit his skate. But of course, firmly planted there. So, not really a questionable play. And into the back of the net. And Connetquot Sayville in front by 3. Fielding trying to make it 4. Stopped by Johnson. Jones back to Volpe. Volpe centers, intercepted by Skinner, sends Rasek ahead. So Tyler Jones, his 7th goal of the season. Marchese looking back door. Skinner couldn't get a stick on his. He was tied up. Volpe gets his 6th assist. And Mooney, his 7th. As Waterman back the other way. Waterman sweeps it towards the front, gets through to Rasek. Rasek looking back door, they score! KPC comes back and finally gets one. It's Jason Carbo. This time Rasek able to open up in the slot area. Almost a similar play, the backdoor pass. Carbo just able to jam it past Degenfelder, who read it pretty well. But a huge goal for KPC to try and stop the bleeding as they get within 2. Marchese and Waterman get the assist. They gave Waterman the primary, Marchese the secondary. It should be flip-flopped. Either way, though, they both pick up assists. Here's Marchese again, and ran out of room, cut off by Degenfelder. Carbo gets just his 3rd goal of the season. Marchese with his second assist. Shot from a tough angle off the outside of the cage from Dietz. And Waterman his 5th assist on the season. Back to a 2-goal game. Marchese back in, right down the slot, left it off. Zolstad couldn't settle it behind the net though. Backhands it towards the front, had some teammates there. It comes out though to Schwartz. Angles it off the boards. Petrie gets to it. Flips it up towards McManus. He's cut off and drilled by Allstat. And that is going to be a penalty. Petrie. Dangerous hit there on the boards. Kind of blindsided them. Meanwhile, Hinterman point blank denied with the blocker of Johnson. We get the stoppage. He had a teammate backdoor as well. Went for the shot. Good save by Chris Johnson, trying to keep his team in it here. But it's Allstat that's going to go for roughing. .10:57 left here in the middle period. Behind the net, Fielding reaching for it, couldn't get it. Big moment in this game here as KPC looking for an early second period kill after getting back within 2. Donnelly will take it behind the net. Outlets to Fielding. Fielding cuts in. Fielding stopped by Johnson. And right off the draw, immediately cleared by KPC. Degenfelder all the way out. So leave it for Mooney. Here's Volpe. Jackson Volpe dangles through down to the circle, trying to set up Fielding in front. Good read by Tuizzolo. Now he does. Shot blocker save. Volpe couldn't reach it. The puck was bouncing. Swing and a miss there as it was just out of his reach. KPC catches a break halfway through the penalty. Now it's Mooney. Quick cut. Cut off, though, by Schwartz, and he'll clear. Fielding back on it. Look out, Schwartz. Yeah, nearly a big-time hit there. Volpe looking back toward what a feed, but it went under the stick of Jones. Hammered around by Striga. Donnelly waiting for it, will hold it in. Comes down to Jones. Couldn't get the pass through. Logan Striga cut him off. This is Volpe. Down the boards, final 10 of the power play. Off the outside of the net, jammed it towards Jones. Tuizzolo finds it. He'll skate it out and kill the remainder of the power play. Slides one in on goal, and Degenfelder will keep play moving here. Trainer, huge kill for KPC. Keeps them within 2. Trainer puts it in. Out of his net to stop it was Degenfelder. Looked like behind the plays, KPC went to make a change. One of their defenders fell down, and I think we came pretty close to a too many players call, but the ref let it go. Back on it, Waterman. Dangerous pass there, but it does end up banking back out. This is Matthew Teller. Gave it up for Ante. All the way across Donnelly. Brings his own and wraps it around. Bockert on it. To the line. Mooney towards the goal. Blocked down. And swatted back out. Aaron's on goal, he scores! And it is gonna count from the blue line. Bradley Aarons. I saw the ref back here wave it off, but I believe he was waving off whether it was offside or not. Definitely one that Johnson's going to want back. Those shots from the neutral zone, or at least close to the neutral zone, always tricky for goalies. That one kind of fluttered in, and Johnson just couldn't grab it. Stella Bacher back in, trying to slide that 5-hole. And then goes back on net, where it's covered by Degenfelder. Bradley Aarons, he'll take it. Third goal of the season, unassisted. Just prior to the halfway point of the hockey game. Restores the 3-goal lead in pretty non-conventional fashion. Marchese couldn't get it deep. Harassed the whole way there by Proscia. Marchese dekes through, throws it back door and hit a skate. Skate of Petrie to be exact, but just went wide. Bacher deflected down and making the save. Degenfelder, I think it hit Dietz in front. And to the line, not out. Carbo holds it in. It bounces down towards the circle. Bacher pokes it to Marchese. Return to Bacher. Her shot blocked. Carbo, the response shift here for KPC. Shot from the half wall, held by Degenfelder. You know, KPC definitely wants to get that one back. Tough break there for the Knights. Jake Degenfelder, though, a couple of big saves in this hockey game. Skinner trying to drag it through. Marchese dangles to the backhand. He was denied with the right flipper. Down this one goes, and it will not be an icing. Oh, wow. Had a feeling Marchese would try and go the backhand this time. And just able to get that pad out enough was Degenfelder. Pass down to the end boards. Here's Skinner. On the back, drops it towards the slot. Look out, a couple stick lifts, but it's cleared off the glove of Bacher, then out. Well, Skinner will fire it hard around. Degenfelder will leave it for Donnelly. Donnelly banks it out. Now pass out of the reach of Skinner. Donnelly retreats behind his own net. Banks to the head, fielding. Will backhand it out. Schwartz kind of hustle here, and we'll get to it ahead of Jones. Marchese has come close on a number of occasions. Looking to get one here. Skinner to the net. Marchese. Skinner couldn't get it to go. Incredible. Another try is stopped. And I believe we might get a penalty here against Connetquot, tripping the call. Couple of big saves, though. We'll take a look at that first one on Marchese. With the right pen, and then I'm not sure if he got the initial save on this one. What a pass here. The patience, though, from Tuazolo. Skinner shot right back into him, and then the rebound sprawling out Degenfelder. It's just been one of those nights for KPC, trying to get one back, kicked out by Degenfelder on the redirection. A man possessed between the pipes right now. Fired out Under 5 minutes left in the period, and especially after that extra insurance goal for Connetquot Sayville. Big power play here for KPC. Skinner or Allstat trying to knife his way through. Marchese holds it in. Good poke there by Dietz. So Trevor Donnelly off for tripping. Allstat pressured by Mooney. Taken by Marchese. Back in. Tried to dangle through. Got cut off. Dietz on the backhand. To the line, not out. Schwartz holds it in. Goes down to Marchese. Holds on to it. Looking for a pass. Sosa's run out to Trainer. Trainer. Down low. Austin to Azzolo. Centers towards the front. Allstat just angled it wide. Pass down low to Azzolo. Off the outside of the net. And cleared by Mooney. This is to Azzolo. Banks it ahead. To Azzolo. Schwartz to his left. Slides it across. Schwartz denied on the backhand. Forehand. Shoveled it wide. Just ran out of room there. Allstat towards the slot. Had his stick lifted. Final 7 of the power play. Trainer. Down low to Azzolo and hopped his stick. We're back to 5 aside. Trainer. Down low. Didn't make it through. Donnelly, look out, breakaway, Tyler Jones, he's got one already. Jones, throwing his stick at the puck, no call there. Normally that's a penalty, maybe even a penalty shot. Schwartz, meanwhile, the other way, kicked out by Degenfelder. Striga through traffic, save made. To the line, Bockard holds it in and keeps it deep. Pass to Azzolo from that circle, missed high. They've had plenty of chances from that low near side circle for their righties in this period. Striga holds it in. Mooney on it. Red line on goal. Johnson gets this one, and he'll play it. Under 2 minutes left in the period. This is Fielding. Takes it down low. Fielding wraps it in front. Stepping up is Aarons. Taken away. Look out. Foot race. And here comes to Azzolo pulling away on a breakaway. He shot it high. That was Joseph to Azzolo. Just a little too much loft there with the lob wedge. Striga. KPC trying to get one late. That one missed through traffic. Bockard, hard check there by Tansey. Jones, 1-on-3. Just throws it down low. What a breakaway moments ago. Shot on save made. Jones back to the front. Comes out. Petrie blocked down. It hits Striga. And the rebound rescued by Bockard. She goes down, but the puck gets out. Final minute of the second. What a second period it's been. Plenty of action. Teams each with 1 goal in this period. Fielding towards the front. Knocked down by Bockard. Fielding again, lost it. Donnelly steps, shoots, fought off by Johnson. Final half minute of the period. Bockard ahead. Cohen, Rasek on goal, glove save. Degenfelder, and a quick whistle there. I think he wanted to move it. We're getting another look at that breakaway for Jones. Couldn't quite settle it. By the time he catches up to it, not much room anyways. But yeah, throwing his stick at the puck was Johnson. I guess if you get away with it, it's not such a bad idea. Final 20 seconds here of this frame. Skinner. Glove down, going airborne was Petrie. 10 left. Can he get one last shot? Throws it in deep. Johnson out of his net here to slow things down. Waterman around the boards. And that'll conclude period 2. Action-packed period. Saw a total of 3 goals, 2 by Connetquot Sayville. They lead 4-1. Jake Degenfelder having himself a night as well between the pipes, keeping this a 3-goal lead for his team. 15 minutes to go. We'll be back in a moment here on LISN. Back for period 3 on the LI Sports Network. 4-1 lead for Connetquot Sayville over Kings Park Commack here in this freshman level matchup. Connetquot Sayville a 1-point advantage, KPC a 1-point advantage in the standings over Connetquot Sayville as the third period is underway. The T-Birds trying to jump the Knights. Brady Campbell with you here on the North Rink at the rinks in Hauppauge. Sean Giordano on the camera. Third period underway. Mark Hazy to the circle and fought off by Degenfelder. And this game has been a lot closer than the score may indicate. Jake Degenfelder has made some unbelievable stops, especially in that second period. On the other end, the fourth goal for Connetquot last period coming from Aarons. Definitely one that Chris Johnson on the other end is going to want back. On a shot from around the blue line on the zone entry. Skinner to Marchese. He has had plenty of chances in this game. Carbo the trailer. Carbo has the lone goal for KPC. Marchese looking for Skinner in front. He was defended though. Instead they go to the one-timer in the slot. Carbo denied by Degenfelder. Schwartz down the boards, Allstat takes it wide. Striga creeping down. Allstat sweeps it in front, still loose. No one can find it. Heads off to the near corner. And Donnelly just upend Schwartz there. Coming away with it, Allstat. Penalty upcoming here. Trainer flips it wide. Think this one's going to be against Connetquot. And it is. Interference, the call. Exactly what the doctor ordered here for Connetquot Sayville. Nate Tansey to the box. Almost feels like a must score. Still a lot of time left in the period. But down 3 here against a red-hot goalie. Waterman angles off the apron. Right to Petrie. Waterman's going to hold it in. D to D Bacher holds the line. Traffic in front. May have been redirected, but Degenfelder made the save. Bacher again towards the net. Blocked down by Donnelly and cleared down the ice by Fielding. This is Jared Waterman. Couldn't get through Fielding. Fielding will just get it a bit deeper. Here's Marchese. Back in. Marchese dangles through, picks it up off the end boards. Up top, Waterman holds, shoots, goes wide. Allstat gets on it, takes it down to the corner, centering pass, bouncing puck, chopped. May have been off the outside of the post. Marchese back on it. Marchese on the backhand, ran out of room, checked off the puck. Half a minute left on the power play. Allstat, Waterman, Allstat at the half wall, turns. Goes back again, draws a double team, Fielding all over him, wrestled it away. Waterman, traffic in front, redirected, save made, rebound, would it go? They score! Oh man, what is it gonna take to get the puck past Jake Degenfelder? Apparently that redirection, guess who finally breaks through? It's Aiden Marchese, stopped again, it slides right through the blue paint and just able to sneak that wraparound through. A PPG for Marchese and KPC, and a massive goal for them as they cut the deficit in half, 11 and a half remaining. Donnelly coming back right through the blue paint. Chip pass Aarons by Joe Tuazolo. Dietz beats him to the puck. This is Striga. Intercepted by Proscia. A little inside out move, but Striga recovers. Just goes hard around the boards with it. Coming over to get it, Mooney. Wrist one wide. Tuazolo looking for the reverse hit on Proscia. They tie up. Striga chops it ahead. Marchese. 2-on-2 rush. Carbo with him. Marchese trying to tackle through. Does fall out by Degenfelder. Comes out towards the line, blocked down and covered by Jake Degenfelder. As we take another look on that, Marchese, he had Mooney turned around. Hello, goodbye. But once again, the last line of defense, Jake Degenfelder makes the save. Marchese, glove save. As KPC starting to gain some momentum. And they're starting to make that push. Marchese's fourth goal of the season, based on the way he's played tonight. I feel like that's underselling him a bit. Here's Ferrante. Redlining in here, and Johnson out of his net. We'll leave it for Schwartz. Hammers it around. Mooney, left point, off a body and wide. As Ferrante went down to the ice. Hinteman gets to it. 10 minutes remaining. Shot. Save made. No traffic in front. Carbo sends it ahead. Marchese 2-on-2 with Joe Tuazolo. Marchese cuts back, looking for help. Slides it through the Tuazolo. Comes back, Striga loads up a shot. There was traffic going towards the goal, it missed. Schwartz holds it in. Marchese dangles, inside out, trying to slide it through the Carbo. It pinballed around and right into the crease. But Degenfelder alertly able to keep it out. Hammered back out. 9.5 left. Striga. Fielding offside. 9:05 remaining. And a tight one here, 2-goal game. Connetquot trying to get it back. Save made Johnson. Rebound, and he got over to make the save. Not to be outdone, Christopher Johnson. Bacher, Skinner ahead. That is delayed offside as they couldn't quite time it up. Not sure if Cullen realizes, and then Degenfelder, he's lucky his team got the puck. I think he thought it was a penalty, and he was about 3/4 of the way to the bench. Practically ran into the official before realizing that he had to go back. That nearly spelled disaster for Connetquot. Fielding cuts back towards the slot. Skinner the intercept. Slides it through to Allstat. They're onside. Brody Allstat, forehand, scores! 7:56 to go. Brody Allstat pulls KPC to within one. Degenfelder well back into his net here, but how about Allstat? A nice pass there by Skinner in neutral ice, and he just powers his way to the goal, gets to the forehand, and shovels that one off the inside of the post. Still a ways to go in this game, and it's back to a 1-goal difference. Tuazolo around the boards, to Tuazolo. Joseph to Austin. He clears it down the ice. This is going to go on goal. And Degenfelder will leave it for Mooney. Mooney gave it away. Flipped on net, steered aside by Degenfelder halfway through period 3. Period controlled here by KPC as they push for the comeback. Allstat wraps it in front to Tuazolo. Got a stick on it, couldn't quite get a shot on it. And it was played away from the net. Grosha brings it out. Bacher back on it. Stick lift here by Schwartz. Bacher going to join the rush. Tuazolo on it as well. Steer behind the net. Bacher behind Schwartz, trying to angle it in front. He's tied up by Donnelly. 7 minutes to go. Bacher closing off Arnold. Waterman will regroup. Schwartz gets a stick on it, deflects it down the ice. Tuazolo would have gotten there first, but it is an icing. Schwartz was on the wrong side of the red line. 6:37 to play. Marchese and Allstat, their goals both unassisted. Brody Allstat, his team leading 11th, pulls his team to within a goal. Waterman. Oh, look out, hit the back of Carbo there. Jones on goal, kicked out by Johnson. Marchese to Tuazolo. Joseph Tuazolo takes it wide. This is fielding. Marchese intercepts, he'll bring it back out to regroup. Doubles back, makes a move around fielding. Aiden Marchese works to the outside, gets in, blows a tire there, gave up the puck. Big hit though, frees up the puck for Schwartz towards the goal. Marchese coming to the net, got a stick on it, deflected it wide. Across to Schwartz again. Schwartz looking for another redirection. No traffic that time. Degenfelder scoops it up. 5:45 left. Puck was free and the linesman skates there for a moment. Petrie on it. Around. Fielding. Will play it. Marchese intercepts at the blue line. What a game for number 78. Not too many stats to show for it, but he's been everywhere tonight. Comes back out. Ryan Schwartz on it. Marchese. Pass slowed up. Here's Tuazolo. Fielding all over him. Volpe stood up at the line. Tuazolo on it. Wraps it around towards Waterman. 5 minutes remaining here in regulation. Marchese picking up speed, trying to split through. Donnelly trying to cut him off, and will. Great job that time by Donnelly. Trevor Donnelly all over him, and we get a penalty. The T-Birds fans all over it. It's a hooking call upcoming. And it looks like it's going against KPC here. And Aiden Marchese to the box. Not only short-handed, one of your more skilled players sitting for 2 minutes. Massive juncture of this hockey game right here. 4:46 left, power play for Connetquot Sayville, and a chance to almost virtually put this game away, or at least close to it with a goal. Big defensive zone draw win for KPC, and it's hammered out by Ryan Trainer. Way out of his net, Degenfelder, and ended up with Cohen, but Cohen gonna settle back with it, and then some miscommunication with Trainer. And Dietz gonna wrestle the puck away from Trainer, and he banks it down the ice. This is Donnelly. Slides all the way through the Trainer, deflected, no icing. Trainer to the forehand off the glass. Fielding keeps it alive. Dietz towards the slot. Knocked away from him. Moved it down low. Intercepted by Striga. Off of Donnelly and out. 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Trainer back to it. Glove down by Colin Skinner. Halfway through the penalty. Skinner gave it away to Fielding, and Fielding takes a penalty. 59 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey here. .344 left. Marchese was off for hooking. Now a lot more open ice, and if you're KPC, this is where you'd miss a player like Marchese. Same can be said for Connetquot Sayville with Fielding, who's off for hooking as well. One forward by Allstat. Can either team take advantage of the open ice? Allstat under pressure gave the puck away, and it skated out. Trying to step through there was Mooney, could not. And it comes back out. It's going to be, oh, look how Bockert stumbling down, just able to move that puck away from Ferrante. Tuazolo trying to slip behind the defense. Gets back on it, drops it to Bockert. Bockert blocked down. Waterman steps up, curls to the slot. Waterman shot. He got checked, it hit Tuazolo. It's going to be about a minute of power play time for KPC in about 15 seconds. But they got to survive that as Mooney working in. Takes it wide. Mooney drops it off to the corner for Ferrante. Tries to center it. And it's a power play now for KPC. They try and feed it ahead out of the reach of Marchese. It's going to be an icing. Just missed that pass, did the Knights. They'll have the defensive zone face-off here with 55 seconds left on their power play. 2:38 left in the game. Face-off will be to the left of Johnson. And now Marchese on a 3-on-2. Tuazolo knocked down by Petrie. Allstat going to the goal. They slide it through. He couldn't settle it. Marchese. Empty net here with 2.5 to go. Extra attacker on for KPC. With 30 seconds left on the power play. Waterman shoots, score! Deflected down by Marchese. We are tied. They get it out to Waterman with the empty net, with the power play. Marchese gets the deflection out high right through the wickets. A PPG. .209 left. What a hockey game this has been. What a third period here. Tuazolo. Second of the game for Marchese. Evens up the score. Fielding. Ahead, Jones. Volpe has room. Volpe! Oh, fall up by Johnson. Around to Volpe, centers, and Bacher got a stick on it. Allstat chips it ahead. Tuazolo with him. Petrie trying to cut it off. Allstat puts it by him. Degenfelder out of his goal, moved it away and out of the reach of Tuazolo. 90 seconds left. Tuazolo back in. Fakes, throws it towards the slot. Allstat reaching for it. It comes back out to center. Waterman, Bacher. Big guns still out there for both sides, especially KPC. Here's Waterman lets one go. That may have been deflected out high by Petrie. It was stopped and that hit the back of Jones. Bacher going for it, chipped out. Fielding, 2-on-1. Nicholas Fielding high and over the net into the glass. 1 minute to go here in regulation. Marchese picking up steam. Takes it wide. Marchese and kicking that one out as it was knocked away was Degenfelder. KPC going for the jugular here in regulation. Petrie though with the steal. Connetquot has had their chances here in the third as well. Dietz defended by Striga, takes it wide, looking back door right through the crease. He had Petrie on the other end. Marchese, one-on-one. Final 20 seconds, inside out. Marchese stopped by Degenfelder. Final 13 seconds. Dietz to Jones. Trying to slip through Striga. Takes a look at the clock. Does Striga sees 5 seconds. Marchese flips it ahead, and why not? Overtime. As they tie the game, we'll get another look here at that chance right at the end. Marchese looking for the hat trick. Nearly cemented the dagger with 20 seconds to go, but as he's been all game, Jake Degenfelder keeps his team in it. It will be a 5-minute overtime. 4-on-4. Fielding, Jones, Donnelly, and Mooney. For Connetquot Sayville, Austin Tuazolo, Skinner, Joseph Tuazolo, and Marchese for Kings Park Commack. It comes to Fielding. 1-on-4 here, stick lifted by Skinner. And now Tuazolo back in. Flips it towards the goal. Played behind the net by Degenfelder. Skinner gets to it. Goes back out to Marchese. Playing defense here in overtime, but you know he'll be involved in the offense as he brings it in. Shot misses wide. Marchese on it. Defended by Fielding. Comes to Marchese. Slides it down. Tuazolo. Joseph Tuazolo had Austin backdoor. It was kicked away by Degenfelder. I'm not sure if he was going for the pass. Either way, it would have been a tap-in. And now it's Marchese. Down the wing. Loads up. Takes it around the net. 1 minute gone. Throws it out to Skinner. Shoots in and out of the glove of Degenfelder. And he pounces on it like a cat to get the whistle. 1:05 gone in period number 4, overtime. KPC picking up where they left off at the end of the third. Completely tilted the ice in that final frame. Tuazolo and Skinner off. Austin Tuazolo and Marchese remain on. Comes back out. Carbo and Allstat out there. Now for KPC. Marchese going to wind it up. Splits through the forwards. Here he comes. Marchese takes it wide. Marchese to the backhand. Stopped. Rebound. Ends up behind the net. Swept back in front. Net kicked off its moorings. Allstat fires wide. And we get the stoppage. Believe that would have counted had it gone in. 3:16 to go. If neither team gets the goal here, this game ends in a tie here in the regular season. Allstat. KPC wants it. Carbo was open in the bumper spot. Great read that time by Mooney. Gets it to Jones. Fielding. Can Connetquot Sayville steal this one after being knocked back on their heels in these last several minutes? Donnelly out towards the line. Carbo intercepts. Taken by Marchese, 2-on-1 with Austin Tuazolo. Donnelly back. Marchese, Tuazolo. Say Degenfelder back on goal, and he's got that one as well. 2:42 left, just about halfway through OT. Donnelly really playing Marchese there. Gotta go across to Tuazolo, and Degenfelder reads it perfectly again, comes way out to stop it. Allstat to Marchese. Back down to Allstat. Taken away. Could be numbers for Connetquot. Mooney gonna push it halfway through overtime. Allstat on the back check. Couldn't separate Mooney from the puck. Cuts back. Flips it behind the net towards Logan Dietz. Dietz dangles past to Tuazolo. Calling for Jones. One-timer. Score! Tyler Jones, second of the game. The T-Birds get it done in overtime. Jones just calling for whacking away on the ice, waiting for Dietz to pass, and he finally gets it over. One-timer. Johnson sprawled out, can't reach it. And Jones, what a beauty of a goal in the second period that put his team up 3-1 on a perfect passing play. Another great pass, this time from Dietz. And what a hockey game. Credit to KPC for the comeback in the third. And they had Connetquot on their heels, even up through pretty much that rush up the ice in overtime. But Connetquot, they find a way to get it done and steal the 2 points after they were nearly stolen from them. They improved to 6-7-0. Points 11 and 12 will jump KPC, who drops to 5-7-1. What a game, what a goaltending performance. Johnson was great. Couple big saves keeping his team in it. Degenfelder, unbelievable in that second period especially. And an incredible freshman matchup to close out the night. And a big win for Connetquot as they jump KPC. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. For Sean Giordano on camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off for the evening. The final score of this one in overtime. The Connetquot Sayville T-Birds 5 and the Kings Park Commack Knights 4. We'll be back on Monday. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. Some great matchups on deck Monday night, including Game 2 of the varsity finals here on the North Ring. St. Anthony's looking to go back-to-back as Smithtown Hauppauge will look to force a decisive Game 3. But thank you so much once again for tuning in. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday. Have a great night. Stay warm, and we'll see you Monday night. You've been tuned in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the LI Sports Network.